a brief kind of memory of how I was growing up without a daddy, without a paw. Didn't have my paw, and but I had a village. I had a village. I got to say I had a village. I was blessed. I can honestly say I was blessed to grow up in the village, for real. Because the north side, up on 11, 31st and 11, that was a village. That was a village. Man, that was a village, man. I'm talking about it, man. But still, though, not having that father. I had my little sister. She the baby. She the new baby. But my mom, my mom said I was mean to her one time when she was first born and pushed her out the bed or something. And but she said, you know, this you supposed to protect her. And then I feel, hey man, that's what that was. Mama said, you don't be pushed out the bed. It's your sister. You still the baby. You the baby boy. I said, okay, I'm still the baby then. I'm the baby, still the baby. I got a baby sister, and I need to protect her and love her and be there for her, man. I got to be there for her. Like I'm talking, like that's like my second mama. Mama number is Mama Deuce. It's Mama, it's Mama Deuce. So it's like, man, that's what that was for me. You know what I'm saying? And but she leave her daddy, and like summertime was the worst. When that summertime comes, she'll leave with her daddy. She used to go visit her sisters, her other sisters. And my brother, I remember he went to this college that year, somewhere in East Texas, I think. I wish I knew. You remember what college it was? It was a college weekend. A summer college. And shoot, I'm stuck out on T-John, getting whooped and being hard, being bad. And dang. So, but it's just, I used to always be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And I talked to who I talked to, Lord knows. But I asked him, I said, man, I talked to him, I said, man, when you gonna come see me? He said, you gotta ask your mama. And I'm like, man. So I said, Mom, what he he got his phone. Mama, she got his phone. He said something. She cussed him out on the phone. And I asked her that. She said, I know she being mom trying to protect me. She said, boy, you said God is your daddy. God is your daddy. You born by an angel. And I would believe it. Mama said that. So I'm shy like, I believe that. And that was what gave me chill. And I don't know if I don't, like I say, man, we don't know. We have infinite intelligence and boundless wisdom, but our mind not greater than His. Our greatest is his lowest. So we never know the reasons that things happen, but the sequence of my life, man. When I sit back and I told y'all a couple videos ago that the more that I look back in my past, the more I saw. It's like I sit in that cell and have a conversation with him. And I didn't hear him in the lab, bing, boom, 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 boom. I heard him in the still of the night, at nighttime, sitting on Cofield, on one row in that cell. My whole cell wall covered up with nothing but family and friend pictures from top to this. I had probably like 300-400 pictures. Just family and friend. I sit up in that bunk And I stared there while I was looking at it, just going down through memory lane, looking at all of these pictures, and just I laugh and I cry, and laughing myself crying. I remember one night man, he gave me a vision. I was feeling kind of bad, man. Man, feeling helpless. I came out of the day room on the phone, talked to my family, man, and my kids and my mama and them. And I'm like, man, my sister, she always was on terms, gonna tell me something good. The motivation to keep my hopes up, keep me cheered up, just to hear their voice. And then go in that cell that night, and we might as well been the man on the moon because we can't do nothing because we in this cage, and that being stripped of that power, being stripped, not having that ability, man, that hurt, man. It hurt, man. And so it's like I learned early on how to deal with it, to bear the pain, and not let the pain make me a better person.
But you're still not answering the question. How did it affect you not having your dad growing up?
That's what I'm describing. It's like Mama gave me a cushion to she didn't know what to say. She did the right thing because she said she led my attention to God. So it just the way that it affected me, that I was like, that had me crunk. I might have been eating a whole bag of candy that day. That's how crunk I was when she told me that. I was like, wow. That was my first time ever hearing this person's voice in life.
The person you thought that was your dad?
Yes. That was my first time hearing. I don't know if it's Melvin Roberts or Billy Davis, but I don't know. I remember Slick growing up. It was a man named Slick, and he was real cool, man. He had the Jerry curl. He always kept a toothpick in his mouth, and he just had this look, man. He'd just look at me. He would never say nothing. He just looked at me and just grinned. And all I knew him as is one of my friends. But I'm talking about. It was something. It was something, and I used to feel it even when I was young. I felt it. It was just something about him. Man, he just looked at me, and I wasn't. I was comfortable. I was comfortable with it. I was feeling him. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew him as my friend. His name Slick. And I mean, when I was in, what year this was? This is in 2006. I was on the Wallace Pack 1 unit, and my Black Gloria, and my godmother, and one of my best friends. She wrote me a 19-page letter, and she told me about Slick. And she told me that but my mama didn't want me involved with the lifestyle that he was living. She didn't want me around that. So whatever understanding they had, he respected my mama's wishes because I didn't get involved with whatever he had going on. You know what I'm saying? But
do you think that had something to do with like a lack of identity, of not knowing?
I mean, absolutely. We need to know where we come from. That was a void. So mama gave me a void that at that young age, the emotion that came with her telling me that, and I was like, mama said this, this gotta be true. This mama said. So I believe that. I really believe that. I was like, that was my. I'm like, man, I felt like, man, I'm a superhero, man. I'm walking with God. Well, man, that's. And then the way Big Mama had me reading them red words, and just it's like the seed got planted in me. Natural, it was a natural. The seed fell on my heart from the last word I heard from my big mama, Minnie Minkins. Minnie Minkins. She told me, she said, baby, be good. That's right around the time when I was, I think I came home on a furlough from Glen Mills. Matter of fact, it was my first furlough. It was in 93. Sometime around summer 93, I believe. Right around that time frame. And Big Mama had passed before I came home from juvenile in 94. But I remember those her words. That was she said, baby, be good. And so to answer your question, it's like it didn't even matter because, like I said, I sit up in the cell and I asked, who was Melvin Roberts? Who was Billy Davis? And everything I heard about these dudes is good. You know what I'm saying? The only people that know Billy Davis is people from the north side. That's the roots. That's the roots. That's where everybody over there. We all family. All us cousins. In some shape, form, fashion. But it's like man, I don't know who is. I know now, but I didn't know then. So I guess I don't know. It was it's just void. It's just void, but it's not no void. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, look, I'm a spiritual person, raised in a spiritual household. So I gotta think spiritual. I can't think worldly no more. Yeah, I had a thought, but I'm wise. He said, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. So learn how to compartmentalize that from that and know the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't I look at the high road the way my mom. I trust that the woman that brought me to the earth, the words that she speaks to me, she speaks to them for a reason that's above my pay grade. So all I could do was honor my mama, and she said that what it is. Hey man, I might not understand it, but I ain't got to understand it because I trust her. You know, so I believe these things. So, I mean, I'm talking about. Sometimes I get that I be feeling like it's like these be memories, and memories is is don't know. It's like the spirit. You know, they never die. They last forever and they're eternal. So I said that to say, and this is a big one. I'm finna tell y'all, don't miss it. This might go over a lot of people's head when I say this, but the Fantastic Four. Used to be a cartoon way back in the day, and they had the Birdman, and the Rubber Band Man. He had the baby with the bottle. He beat shit out people with the bottle. And then you had the one that would turn into a rock. He turned to rock man. Then you got the Incredible Hulk that turned to the Green Man. Hey man, I went to powerlifting. I I feel like I could pick up a truck and chunk it a mile away. Cause that's how my coach Bob McClassic trained us when I was at Glen Mills. That's how we got trained, and our motto is it's just ironic that our motto that we had for that every team get to pick their slogan for that year or whatever for the season, and our slogan was mind over matter, and I was significant in that name because I like to write and draw and stuff when I was little. That was something I like to do, and write poetry and stuff. So I felt like I was good with writing them, and mind over matter. But now I look back and I'm like, man, like I said, like I told y'all, all I see, I don't see me, so I don't claim no fame or for nothing. All the glory be to the Most High. Cause I'm telling you, man, the more I look back, it's like I see him like, and it humbles me to the point to where, man, I get real emotional, man, and it's like I be having these thoughts, and then over on this side I have another thought. It'd be a memory of my sister saying her words saying, "We gonna pray. We prayed together and visit about breaking generational curses." And I sit in their cell, and I see God breaking them. He breaking them. They broken already. They been broken. We just didn't know it yet. It ain't already. It was already he was predestined to be broke, but it was a process that it had to happen this kind of way because we all ain't none of us above going through the fire. We all got to go through the fire, the trials and tribulations, because it said, by many tribulations must we enter the kingdom of heaven. Through many tribulations must we enter the kingdom of heaven. So we got to go through the fire because it's going to bring us through the things and prepare us for what's next. And it's always increase and multiplication. You know, so that is it's a you know it's always a question mark, but I feel like they just give me hope to look. It give me something to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Because any question that I have, I once I pray on it, I leave it alone, and I don't like to worry about stuff that I don't have no control over. And you know what I'm saying? So I pray on it and leave it alone. But I don't want to be I don't want to shy away from my let's call them our Goliaths, the Goliaths that we face in life when we face our giants. I don't want to be. I ain't never gonna be the one that shirk away from facing them because through facing them, it's part of the healing process. You know what I'm saying, for all of us. You know, so and so you know it's just like, man, I got a 5-year plan. A 5-year plan. It's part of my transition goal. The 5-year plan. Because every time I don't got out of jail, I notice a pattern. I get out, and the same innocent boy that I was when I wrote the mama that letter, it wasn't running away from home. I loved at home. I loved in my family. I loved my brother and my sister, my mama, unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to. It's like I wanted to be that person that where they can come and need. I need it, and I got it. You know, a provider and a protector. You know what I'm saying? and my ways of doing things was back in the streets, regurgitating, backsliding, whatever you want to call it. But it wasn't that. That's not what it was for me. That was just that's who I was. That was just me being me, and so um, it's like when I think about it, this it's kind of like it's like I get excited, but I get humble at the same time because I know if I don't keep myself structured, like when I'm in penitentiary, you ain't got no choice but sit down somewhere. And so that's what I did do. Then you sit my head down somewhere. But when I sit down, my mind is working and thinking on positive things, and it ain't in the multitude of doing the things happen. You know what I'm saying? It's in being still and trusting in God and knowing that what's for you is gonna be for you. So it's like it's just a hidden part of my hidden process is instead of chasing money, 'cause it was chasing me the whole time. But it ain't about it's not that. Relationship is more priceless. I'd rather have relationships and I have nothing. But have those relationships that mean everything. And don't worry about nothing else because nothing else matters. It's all about us. Money is a nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Love is absolute, man. And I remember somebody, this dude in jail, probably was, ain't no telling what he probably was, man. But he challenged me one time. He say, "Hey," I said, "Hey, what? Love strong. Hate's the opposite of that." I said, "Man, if you live your life governed by hate, you doing yourself. You going against you. You probably go jump in the fire. Just jump in the lava volcano, and take a bath because that's a kingdom of divide against itself and can't stand. How can you stand going against yourself? Impossible. So when I mean it's like I wanted to slap this snot out of them. That's what I wanted to do. That's what 50 wanted to do. I'm gonna say that. 50 wanted to slide on right there on one road in front of the trash can while we waiting to go back in the day room and get counted. That's what I wanted to do, but that was the words that came out of my mouth, and it silenced them. And in my mind, what I thought to myself when I said that, or the thought that came to my mind when I said that, was the Spirit saying, "The sword of the Spirit is your weapon." You know what I'm saying? Not carnal and things, but speak the word and kill them. Yeah, kill them with words. So I like, damn. And this is me understanding. I'm talking. There's I got a lot going. There's a lot going on, and it's like, but he was. It made me think I can't help but come real. I'm think all the prophets. They always sitting in jail cell, and that's what they got. So what made me any different? You know what I'm saying? So I actually had a level that was my comfort through all these times coming in and out of jail is reading the Bible. Cause Mama first thing Mama say, "Boy, read that Bible, read that Bible, read that Bible, read that Bible, read that Bible," and I read it, and now I come into the knowledge since I've been home. You know what I'm saying, that the Bible is talking about that's a story about us. That's our story. It just been twisted. But that's us. And one thing that God put it on the set with Aaron. He put it on the set. He said he might as well said he cut the turtles and the pigeons and made the trail of blood, and he came down and walked in between them and made a pact with Abram of what his descendants was gonna go through and how they were gonna come out on the other side. That's us right now. It's right now. I hope y'all hear. I hope y'all hear what I'm saying. That's us right now. That's the truth that I just spoke with y'all. So my father, to answer that question, my father is who my mama say he is. That's my father. He is in me. I am you. You in me, and we all is one. And we and our household has many mansions. So we all Gucci Dougie. And I love y'all. And like I say, give a shout out to my boy Billy Dunn. I wish I could have tasted got a pot of them greens the other day. I should have a pot of them greens. This show was looking good. But I love y'all, man, and I'll see y'all later, man. Peace.